How can candidates get better at discerning being interviewed for a job where there is an intention to fill the role versus interviews being conducted likely only for HR compliance? Let me take a swig of water for that one second. This is happening a lot right now. In my opinion, the first interview is the opportunity to get a lot of the red flag questions out of the way that you should be asking before you even move further along in the process. Which leads me to a quick point I want to make on the side here that you should be treating every single round like an investigation on your own. I cannot tell you how many times candidates who don't ask a single question in the entire process, not a single one. And I cannot stress enough, it's critical that at every stage you are asking questions so that you can vet if these folks are serious. In the first round, when you're talking to the recruiter, let's say they have a recruiter and they're doing screening questions, that is the opportunity for you to ask them about their time to fill. I want you to frame it like this. Yeah, I'm just really excited for the opportunity and I've really loved our conversation today. So I look forward to speaking more with the hiring manager and the rest of the team. I would love to hear from you, what the expected timeline is to fill the role because I'm really excited to, you know, be in the process and would love to hear from you what the timeline expectations, not only for my process, but just to fill the role would be so I can get a sense of how fast we're moving. The reason why you want to ask that in the very beginning is because if that recruiter says, well, right now we're just assessing candidates and we don't really have a hard deadline. We're just really, trying to interview great candidates like yourself and get a sense of the red flag. If they go, well, for your process, we're thinking, 4 or 5 rounds. And this is typically what those rounds look like. And we're trying to have those over the course of 5 months. Depending on which industry, there are some industries that historically work slower and even international spaces that work slower. But historically, they say, oh, well, we're moving very quickly. We really need to fill this role and here's what we're looking for and blah, blah, blah. That's a good sign that they are actively searching and they are trying to find somebody to fill that role quickly. So you're going to learn a lot from how that recruiter responds.